Hey YouTube, welcome to VEDA day number 14. So VEDA day number 12 and VEDA day number 13 videos just got uploaded today. We were having trouble with our internet and my husband figured it out late last night, but it was too late to upload videos. So I did upload those for you today. So anyways, VEDA day number 14 video is going to be uploaded on time. I'm so very excited. But anyways, today my mommy tips video is going to be on changing tables, and I'm going to kind of explain how we do things and just kind of what I've learned and some things that we really love and some things that we don't really love about our changing tables and changing stations. Okay, so I kind of wanted to say how we do things. Okay, so there are 3 levels of our house and we have a changing station on each level of our house. Now, how we did things in the beginning is when we were pregnant with my daughter, we got a changing table that went with our nursery. So like the woodwork matched our crib and matched the other furniture that was in my daughter's nursery, and we still have that one, and it is upstairs in the kids' room. And so some things that I love about that one, we have just a basket on the top of the changing table that has a few diapers and a wipes container, and we have diaper rash cream and things up there, and that is it. It is very, very simple. The only thing that we use that changing table for is if my son needs a diaper change right away in the morning before he nurses. My son wakes up before everybody else does in the house to nurse, or I wake him up so that way he nurses before everybody else gets up. So when I get him up, I check his diaper out. If it is really full, then I change him. And I use that changing table that we have in the kids' room. So one thing that I don't like about that changing table is that the pad on the changing table is about that thick, maybe. So that is the only thing that I don't like about that changing table. Our changing table does have the clip that goes around baby's tummy to make sure that they don't roll off or anything, for safety purposes. We don't really use that because it's usually just a really quick diaper change. And then it has a drawer right underneath the changing table that you can put all sorts of things in. Right now we are using it as storage. We don't have any diaper changing stuff in there. And another thing that our diaper changing station has is 2 shelves underneath, and we love that. Now, if this was our main changing table, those shelves in that drawer would come in very, very handy. However, right now we are using the shelves underneath to store the extra bedding and linens for our kids' room. So we have the Christmas time sheets and all the other different kind of sheets for my daughter's bed on those shelves, and we also have extra crib bedding and just some burp cloths and extra blankets and things like that for the kids for in their room. We have that on there, and then again, just in the drawer we have some just different little storage things, little sock hooks and things like that to keep socks together, and some hanger attachments and things for their clothes, and that's all we use that one for. So our changing table that's in the kids' room again is just used in the early morning, and it will be used also if my son would wake up in the middle of the night and need to be changed or something, then we have that changing table up there. Otherwise, again, we only use it maybe once a day, and sometimes he hasn't wet very much overnight, so I don't change him to wake him up anymore before he nurses in the morning. So he just goes right into nursing, and then we're done. Okay, so our other changing station that we don't use as often anymore is our one on the lowest level of our house. Now, where me and my husband were choosing to sleep, as my husband was actually on the same level as my daughter, so he could attend to her and wake her up in the morning in the beginning when my son was born. And me and my son were on the lowest level of our house, and I had a bed and he slept in his pack and play on that level, so that way when he was waking up multiple times a night to nurse and just to be changed and all of that stuff, we had all of that down there. Now, our changing station in the basement, the lowest level of our house, had a pack and play that had the changing table attachment on the pack and play. And so we used that for changing my son when we were down there, and also like our like family room and extra living stuff is like down on that floor as well. So when we were down there as a family and things and my son needed to be changed, we used that changing station. And now that my son is using his pack and play, that pack and play we had on the lowest level for nap time, that pack and play is no longer down there. So what we have for a changing station on our lowest level is we just have a bin with a couple of diapers, a little box for wipes, and then we have some diaper rash cream down there as well. But that is all we have for changing down there. We just throw a blanket down either on our day bed that's down there or on the floor, and we just change him wherever when we are on our lowest level. So our main changing station or changing table is on our main floor, because that is where we are 90% of the day, is on our main level. So I've showed it in a couple videos, our changing station like setup and things like that. But what we have is I like inherited, or it was passed down to me, a buffet table. And this buffet table is huge and it is great for storage. And so what we have is we have a changing pad that attaches to a table or a dresser, or like what we have is a buffet table. And that changing pad it has a attachment that you screw into the table so that pad doesn't slide around or slip or fall off or move at all. So it is screwed into the table, and it's just a pad, and the pad is about this thick that is on there, and it comes up on every side. And it also has the clip like I was talking about on the changing table that we have on our third level, which is our kids' room. It has that little clip for safety reasons. You can buckle them in and things like that for added safety. So for our main changing table, like I said, the buffet table, that is where we have everything that you could possibly need when you're changing your baby. So we have all of our cloth diapers, we have all of our cloth diaper accessories like wet bags, all that kind of stuff, all of the inserts, all of our cloth wipes, some disposable wipes, we have our diaper rash creams, all of our diaper sprays, our diaper bag is in there, and then all of the extra clothes and things for my son and my daughter's pajamas are all on a shelf that is next to our changing table. And what is in the buffet table, which is what we use for storage, we have all of our towels and more cloth diaper like extra things, and we have like training pants and everything that my daughter is now out of. We do have disposable diapers in case my son gets a rash or something like that, where we would have to use a diaper rash cream that is not safe for cloth diapers. We have all of that stuff in this buffet table. So we have like Q-tips, and we have extra like soap and different things that we use for like washing our cloth diapers. We also have like cotton balls and different like pail liner, like essential oils, and some diaper pail like powder, and our back out. And we also have our extra wipes and like diapers and all of that kind of stuff. And we also have our like little like baby care kit. So we have our brushes and our combs and thermometer, and all of that stuff is all within arm's reach. And that is one of my like tips for changing tables, is wherever you have a changing table or a changing space, make sure that you have everything within arm's reach of your table. Again, always a good idea to have one hand on your baby, but we have, again, everything is right around there where it's just a step and a reach for the farther items, but otherwise everything is right there to like have it for like safety purposes, so you don't never have to like leave your child to go do something. Even our diaper pail is right next to our like changing station as well. So that is like one of my like biggest tips, is to have everything within arm's reach. We love all 3 of our changing stations that we have. Again, we don't use the one in the basement very often, so we just have the necessities down there, which is just something to lay down, so that way like poop or leaks or anything like that, or sudden like sprays or fountains or whatever you want to call them occur, it doesn't get on the surface where you are changing them. Now again, in our basement we change our son either on our bed or on the floor, so we just throw down like a little thick blanket that we have for changing purposes, and we just lay that down. And on the other 2 levels we cover our changing pads with a crib sheet. We love the prints on our crib sheet, and they go with the theme of all of our like baby gear and stuff, so we just have a sheet over the changing like pads. And the reason why we have like just that cover is again for like messes or leaks or like sudden fountains or anything like that that happen, where if it gets on the surface we just take the sheet or the cover off and we just throw it in the wash, and we have extras that we put on then to just kind of like help like keep the surface like clean and everything. Which brings me to my next like point. You have to make sure that you are like disinfecting surfaces and things like that, because babies' hands tend to be everywhere, and if you don't clean up after you are done, then like that leftover stuff, just where there's like germs and bacteria and all that kind of stuff, are just like living there. So make sure you like wipe down all of your stuff frequently. Even wiping down like the outside of your wipes container, the outside of the like whatever or tube or container that your diaper rash cream is in. Make sure you're doing like that kind of like laundry and cleanup of like those messes, and even if there aren't any messes, just still wiping stuff down, because after you're touching the stuff, you might touch your wipes container, you might touch something else. But it's always a good idea to wash your hands before and after changing a diaper, of course. Most moms already know this, but keeping all of that stuff clean will just help make everything like a little bit more sanitary. Again, I'm keeping everything within arm's reach. And also another thing is that I like about changing tables and changing stations is that it brings the baby up to your level. You don't have to bend over, bend down. I do like our buffet table with the changing pad on top of it, because it is higher up. It is actually just below, like it's above my belly button but below my chest line, and I like changing my son there because I don't have to do any kind of bending. He is right there, and I can make sure I've got him all cleaned up and everything, and it makes it really easier. The changing table that we have on our top floor in the kids' room is a little bit lower, and I find that I do have to like hunch over a little bit for that. So just one of my tips is to make sure that you have your changing table set up at a height, or get a table at a height that you will be most comfortable like changing your baby and doing like lots of other stuff on the changing table. Everyone knows that like playtime and eye contact and all that stuff can happen on a changing table, so it can be a fun bonding time for you and your baby. So just making sure that it's at a good level and all clean is very important. Another thing that I will just say, just from having 2 kids, is that the changing table isn't really 100% a necessity for having a baby or having kids or anything like that. If you need your money, again, I said that in my video yesterday, if you need your money for something else that is like more important, a changing table can actually be taken out of your like must-haves list and put on a like buy later list or something like that, because really all you need is just a flat surface and something to cover the surface with, and then your diaper changing like necessities. Again, like what we do on our lowest level of our house is we just have a bin with all of our like changing stuff in, and that's all we need down there. And again, our main level one is where we have all of our necessities and things that we use on occasion and all of that stuff that we could possibly need while changing my son. Like after bath, we put my son on there and we clean out his ears and have some playtime while we like dry him off and put lotion on and all that kind of stuff. So changing tables and everything are just kind of personal choice. We have 3 different ones, and we love our like standard changing table that's in our kids' room. We definitely like the changing pad because you can put that anywhere. You can even put that on the floor for changing, and it would tuck away very, very easily. And the pack and play one that has the attachment on it is awesome because it has all those storage containers or storage spaces on it that you can put different things, and just like the pack and plays are awesome. And I talk about those in a video that I did just before this one, so you'll have to look back at that video. I think it's VEDA day number 12. But I talk all about pack and plays, and like I just love pack and plays, and the changing table attachment to the pack and play is awesome. We love all of our changing tables, and that is what I have for you today for mommy tips for changing tables. So if you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. Otherwise, as long as we don't have any internet problems, I will see you tomorrow for VEDA day number 15. Bye guys.